Hey everybody, this is Dave from Tucson. Looking forward to doing this video with you, and I apologize for the movements and stuff, but just getting ready to start. As I read through and did the 5 strengths online, I came up with this in the order of my results as follows. Number 1 was communication. Number 2 was woo, winning others over. Number 3 was belief. Number 4 was strategic. Number 5 was responsibilities. Working through the book, I enjoyed the information shared. I've heard and read and listened to many contrasting views on either working in the area of your strengths or working on the weaknesses in order to be more balanced in what you do. I have leaned, after many years of working through this stuff, toward working in the areas of my strengths and gifts as I personally do ministry, and have applied that as well in the church setting that I am in. When I proceeded to read the book after taking the test online, and then I went through the sections where there are 5 insights to highlight, I ended up with a slightly different order of strengths and themes in who I am. The woo, winning others over, and belief took the top spot after I checked 5 of the 5 themes. Communication dropped to 3rd with 4 of 5 checked. Responsibilities had 2 of 5 checked, and strategic only had 1 of 5 checked. I also read these sections under the strengths to my wife and asked her to rate how much they described who I am. She scored it in the mid-90 percentile of accuracy. The 2 strengths that drop behind responsibility and strategic have a combined total of only 3 of the 10 items checked. I believe this is because when reading the questions in the initial test, I performed certain ways and I acted in certain ways, which caused me to be placed in a group, but that may not necessarily be a natural strength. Having become strengths due to what I do as a pastor and in my role as a pastor and a leader. One eye-opener for me in the 5 strengths as I read through came under the woo section. Weinsman, Olafton, and Leisfeld, and I quote, "You want to learn their names, ask them questions, and find some area of common interest so that you can strike up a conversation and build rapport. Some people shy away from starting up conversations because they worry about running out of things to say. You don't. Not only are you rarely at a loss for words, you actually enjoy initiating with strangers because you derive satisfaction from breaking the ice, making a connection, and once that connection is made, you are quite happy to wrap it up and move on. There are new people to meet, new rooms to work, new crowds to mingle in." End quote, page 139. I did know this about myself, but I just hadn't connected the dots in this sort of a way in my mind. I've always had to discipline myself at sticking to relationships, not including my wife, of course, not just disregarding them and moving on. So even though it is a strength and a real asset in ministry, it can also be a weakness that leaves people feeling abandoned. I have to watch this tendency about myself, which is what was stated in the 4th of 5 insights of the woo explanation. And I quote, "Because you know so many people, some may believe that you form only shallow relationships. Others, however, will envy the way you make friends." End quote, on page 140. And that was the 4th of the 5 themes under that section. This makes sense when you see my personality as an extrovert. And one of my higher spiritual gift scores is under evangelism. It's the way God made me. It's the way He wants me to do ministry. I embrace it. I'm content with it. And I also have to bring myself under discipline, just as Paul references in 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verses 24 through 27, and I read it from the New International Version, and I quote, "Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize. Everyone who competes in games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever. Therefore I do not run like someone running aimlessly. I do not fight like a boxer beating the air. No, I strike a blow to my body and make it my slave, so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified for the prize." Requires discipline in every area of our life, even in the areas of our strengths, and every strength has a weakness to it. We just have to be careful. So far, I've really enjoyed the reading of the book, and I look forward to checking you guys' videos out. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you guys soon.